today's news.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Tropical storm Helene formed today and could quickly turn into a major hurricane. In Gulf County, Florida, they're filling sandbags and getting prepared.
What I'm doing this time is getting the things that are important to my family, my kids, and things that I know we can't replace.
The storm surge is a major concern. Meteorologist David Parkinson.
It's important if you live along the Gulf Coast of Florida to start listening to the forecast and following your local government officials for any evacuation guidance, because the time is going to be running out pretty quickly for you to make all the preparations you need to protect your property.
Helene is expected to unleash mudslides and flooding in Cuba before reaching major hurricane strength on Thursday. At the UN General Assembly today, a farewell address from President Biden. He spoke of conflicts around the world and the need for diplomacy to stop the violence.
I put forward with Qatar and Egypt a ceasefire and hostage deal. It's been endorsed by the UN Security Council. Now is the time for the parties to finalize its terms.
CBS's Weezer Jag.
We still believe a diplomatic solution is possible in general to end the war there, but one thing we have not heard is how.
Israel's strikes in Lebanon are raising more concerns. Israel's military says it's striving for an operation against Hezbollah that's as short as possible, but it's prepared for it to take time. The state of Maryland has filed claims against the owner and operator of the cargo ship that crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge back in March. Here's Allison Keyes.
Maryland Governor Wes Moore says the ship's owner and manager knowingly sent an unseaworthy ship into U.S. waters, which rammed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge and caused it to collapse, killing 6 workers. The widow of one, speaking through an interpreter, says her husband kissed her that morning.
I was happy. I was not to know that these were the last moments I would share with my husband.
It took 11 weeks for the Port of Baltimore to reopen after the collapse. Allison Keyes, CBS News, Washington.
At the U.S. Capitol, a tribute to the man in black.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time.
A statue of Johnny Cash was unveiled. Members of his family were on hand, including his daughter, Roseanne.
He picked cotton and sweated and toiled and took that sweat and used it as a template for art and service.
He sold 90 million records worldwide. He performed country, rock, blues, folk, and gospel. He died in 2003 at the age of 71. On Wall Street, the Dow closed higher. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 95 degrees in Lathrop, California.